Live. What's going on, y'all? So I made an oopsies. I started accidentally streaming on the OFL channel because that's what I had my PlayStation signed into. So that's why we're starting this one a little bit later. Alright, it looks like it is on this channel. Thank goodness. Alright, let me make sure the audio is good. I can hear myself. Looks like it is on this channel. Thank goodness. Alright, the audio sounds good. Let me just put this in Discord and then we can start. We are almost ready to start. Oh, shoot. I made an oopsies. Looks like we got a few people in here. I'll be checking the chat in just a moment. Just a quick little moment. Alright, it's all in Discord. The audio is good. I think we can finally start. We got Perry, Apple, Vita, Roberta. What's going on, gentlemen? Perry, you made it first. Congrats. About to go talk to your friends at the park about your video club. Good stuff. Good morning, Vita, or afternoon, since it's technically afternoon here. But I guess it is morning for you. Is that Megatron? Of course that's Megatron, the greatest lion of all time. Other than Barry. We're not going to disrespect Barry. Calvin's my favorite lion of all time. So, get a quick look at the team that choked in the divisional round. Still 30-plus years since a playoff win for the Lions. They're even cursed in Madden. What can I say? But yeah, big offseason upcoming, excuse me. And we got to make sure we can stay off the weed for this one. So, let's take a look at the stats. We did go over these in the regular season recap episode. But I'll go over them more in depth now. Starting with Tez Lawson, the rookie, who came in during the middle of the second game for Matthew Stafford, who was struggling. And Tez was a mixed bag. Almost 4,000 yards, 28 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. You're probably the only one around the last time you won a playoff game. I assume you're probably right about that. 58 sacks. I feel like 58 is a lot. I don't remember him getting sacked that many times, but whatever. Nice quarterback rating for Stafford, by the way. Let's go to RMP. Welcome, welcome. But even though Tez's numbers aren't spectacular, Tez was a winner. We went 12-2 when he started. And our two losses, the Browns game, which was the ridiculous blocked kick at the end, and then the Bears, we got screwed by like 2 penalties in the red zone at the end. So we could have won both of those games, and then the playoffs, that was a close one too. So all 3 losses, we could have won. So Tez could have won undefeated, technically. Running the ball, Kerryon Johnson was great. I believe he won the rushing title again. Got banged up here and there, but for the most part, he was good, and he did win the rushing title. And also, something else to point out about our good buddy Kerryon is he now has Superstar X Factor. Remember, we had a breakout challenge with him late in the season. I think it was the Thanksgiving game against the Bears, where we were like 12 yards off from the goal. And I wasn't sad because I knew he'd get X Factor, which he obviously did. But I was just salty because I was so close. Tez was solid running the ball. Jalen Richard, decent. Might want to give Richard or whoever the change of pace back will be next year more touches. I feel like 273 carries for Kerryon is just too much, considering he gets banged up easily. That could have led the NFL. It did not. Jamal Williams, of all people, had the most carries. Kerryon finished in the top 10, however. That's like 7 or 8, so still pretty high. Receiving. Kenny Golladay was the leading receiver once again. 70 catches, 1,200 yards on the dot, and 9 touchdowns. He was very good. Hawkinson, fully healthy, and he played like it. He made his second Pro Bowl. Freddie Bonner-Sanders, before suspension, was decent. Hola, que haces? No sé inglés. I'm gonna try to figure that out. Hello, what's up? I don't speak English. I think I got that right. I think I got that. Whoa, 10 to 14 people. That was quick. Dwayne Stuber, though. Dwayne Stuber was really good. As an undrafted rookie, he got 2 breakout challenges, which got him at superstar development, and he's a player we can build around long term. Juju, after he returned from injury midway through the year, I think he played really well. Kerryon was decent of a receiving game. A lot of those came in that Bears game when we were trying to inflate his numbers. What's good, DJK? Welcome to the stream, my friend. As outside of that, no one else had more than 10 catches. Blocking was a mixed bag. 14 sacks allowed for Akeem Downing, who got a little bit banged up this year. The sack numbers for him are a little bit high. He had 17 last year. And for a first-round pick, 12 overall, you want to see more from him. I feel he played better than his numbers suggested, though. Had a few games where he allowed 3, but he had to play Khalil Mack twice. He's always cheesy. Cam Jordan was excellent in the playoff game. So, yeah. Taylor Decker, 11 sacks. He was sort of disappointing. Aaron Howard, not quite as good as his rookie season. Marshall King, even mainly as a backup, allowed 5 sacks. Good to see Ragnow and Von Moulton do well. Defensively, JD led us in tackles with 107. He still has normal development, which is absurd because all 3 years he has been great in this series, made the Pro Bowl twice. Yeah, that's kind of disappointing. He missed a couple games, didn't he, this year, or was that last year? Okay, no, that was last year. The Saints finally won a playoff game, indeed. Chidobe Awuzie, second in tackles. That's kind of high for a corner, but Awuzie was still really good this year. He won the NFC Best Defensive Back of the season, so that's cool. Led the league in interceptions, and it looks like we got ourselves a great free agent. Remember, I wanted to trade for him last year at the deadline, but I was just hoping he'd be available in free agency. And not only was he available, but he came with superstar development, and no one was bidding on him for whatever reason. So I'm not going to complain. Tracy Walker was good. He won the Best Defensive Back of the Year award last year. I'm happy we re-signed him on a really cheap contract, too. He did not get paid much. That would be in contract. Yeah, he's barely getting paid anything these next 3 years to be a really good safety. Darius Slay, another great season. He has been a staple on this defense. He would not have been able to play in the conference finals or the Super Bowl had we made it, but he's been so good. His contract is up. He will not be going anywhere, though. If we have to franchise tag him, I think that's going to be the move. Quandre Diggs, he had his best year of the series. He is a free agent, though. I'm not sure if I want to bring him back. And thank you, V-Dub. Of course, don't forget to leave a like. I'll make you a mod, V-Dub. I don't know why you're not a mod. But we did hit 20 likes on the OFL draft stream earlier this week, so Minecraft/Roblox stream will be coming for the memes. We're going to do a 30 for 30 when we win this season. I think this team deserves a 30 for 30 for hosting a home playoff game, for crying out loud. But I think that'd be a good idea, Apple. Might want to do it for Westlake first, but who knows if we'll win the Natty this year. In the past, if a player made the Pro Bowl, they got a dev trade upgrade. Not always, but usually when they make the Pro Bowl, they get a dev upgrade. Now they don't, which is kind of annoying. While I do like the breakout challenges, I feel like it should be easier for guys to move up in development. Like, Jared Davis has been so good all 3 years, and his development trade has not changed. And I also think players' development trades should move down if they have a bad year. They took that out in that in 20. I don't really agree. Chardin Budga is a rookie playing sub-linebacker, a little bit of safety here and there. He was good. Not much to say about him, but I'm happy with how he played. Shaquem Griffin. Holy smokes, was he good. For example, he should have gone up to Superstar X Factor because he already had Superstar. We got that back in like week 6 or 7. How do I have so few subs? People are sleeping on me. I appreciate that, my friend. But yeah, Griffin, who was a throw-in in the Rick Wagner trade in the first offseason, got 10 sacks last year, even though he was not an every-down player. And this year, when he played every down, he got 16 sacks. 16. He was insane for us this year. Let's sort by sacks, actually. Obviously, we know he was great. Trey Flowers, 9.5. Trey Flowers has been good in this year's. I wouldn't say he's been great. He was very good in Season 2, though. 14 sacks. So I'm pretty happy with how he's played. You like Griffin IRL? Who does not like Shaquem Griffin IRL? What a story he is. Geno Atkins, we got him at the trade deadline for the Bengals, basically swapping him and Ashawn Robinson. Also gave our third-round pick away. We did get their fourth, though. Throwback to when I made the RBT video. Yeah, that was the Shaquem Griffin comment. That's right. Good times. He had 10 sacks in real life. 11? I did not realize he was that good of a pass rusher in real life. Dear goodness, Geno. But yeah, he'll be under contract for another year, so he'll be back. Jelani Tavai, he had another solid season. He's up for a contract next year, so certainly something to consider. Jeez, he had 21 tackles for loss last year? My goodness. How many downs? Only 4? Oh, yeah, he was hurt. That's true. Budga did sort of blow it against the Saints. 2 bad plays in coverage. I guess the last guy we'll highlight on defense is Justin Coleman. Another solid years for slot cornerback. He's under contract for 1 more year. He's going to get paid $11 million. That's a lot of money. But he's a pretty good player. So, he'll be back. How many downs did he get? 765. So he played a very high majority. Only I would go live with the Ron channel. That is facts, RSV. That is straight facts. Fumble forces. Nobody had more than 1. That's disappointing. Jared Davis, Shaquem Griffin, Geno Atkins, Jelani Tavai, Deshaun Hand, and Amani Oruwariye all force 1. Recoveries, 2 for Tracy Walker, 1 for Shaquem, 1 for Hand, and 1 for Devon Kennard. Did we have any blocks this year? We had 1 for Oruwariye. He has another channel. I had to have my PlayStation on the OFL channel so I could upload a roster video. But I don't really upload, per se, fun content to that channel, I guess you could say. Didn't I do that last offseason? No. But I think I did that for, like, one of the OFL drafts or something. I forget which one, but I've definitely done that before. Defensive touchdowns, we had a lot. 1 for Tracy Walker, 1 for Kennard, 1 for Davis, 1 for Awuzie, 1 for Big Play Slay, and 1 for Quandre Diggs. Yearly awards. We're going through these stats really slowly. I don't know how to feel about that. Patrick Mahomes wins MVP, even though the Chiefs finished 6-10. Coach of the Year went to Ron Rivera. We finished 3rd. That's not bad. AFC Offensive Player of the Year goes to Patrick Mahomes. Defense Player of the Year goes to Von Miller. Sidney Jones in 2nd. Okay. We also went through the awards, by the way, in the season recap episode, but as I said, I'll go more in depth in them about here. Noah Curry wins Offensive Rookie of the Year. Of course, the Dolphins picked him over Toews, and I will say Toews was a little bit better this year. But Noah Curry still a superstar X-Factor himself, so certainly not someone you want to sleep on. Hogan Buffett, R&P's custom player, wins Defensive Rookie of the Year with the Chiefs. Best quarterback, Patrick Mahomes. Best running back, Kareem Hunt. Best wide receiver, Keenan Allen. Best offensive lineman, Quentin Nelson. Best defensive lineman goes to Myles Garrett. Best linebacker, Von Miller. Best defensive back goes to Marlon Humphrey. And then the best kicker goes to Justin Tucker. So the usual suspects in the AFC, no real surprises. 84 offense, and they are the actual bomb. Is that a compliment or an insult? I'm not sure. NFC, Russell Wilson, Offensive Player of the Year. Tez finishes in 9th. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Khalil Mack. Shaquem in 3rd. Awuzie in 4th. Jared Davis in 5th. I have ice in my veins. About to drop 70 next game. I have a game in like 3 hours, so maybe we'll drop 70. It's a shame it feels like we lose by 70 every game. Tez Lawson wins Offensive Rookie of the Year. Deservedly so. Got a few custom players in there. Troy Dante. Ivan Holt at 2 and 3. By the way, this Gene Fisher guy, he's a fullback with Superstar Dev. I would trade for him if we did not have the GOAT, Nick Bawden. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Tim Watt of the Chicago Bears. He is Superstar X-Factor, by the way. Sharon Budga finishes in 4th. Best quarterback, Russell Wilson. Tez finishes in 9th. Best running back goes to Kerryon Johnson. Good, good, good. Best wide receiver goes to Kenny Golladay. Top offensive lineman to Zach Martin. Frank Ragnow finishes in 10th. Best defensive lineman, Aaron Donald. Got Trey Flowers in there in 10th. Top linebacker, Khalil Mack with Shaquem Griffin in 2nd. Jared Davis in 3rd. Best defensive back goes to Chidobe Awuzie with Darius Slay in 6th. And Quandre Diggs in 10th. And then the best kicker goes to Aldrick Rosas. Of course, Jonathan Brown, who played 1 game for us, finished his 2nd. And Matt Prater, who played all the other games and missed only 1 kick this year, and that kick was blocked. He didn't even actually technically miss it, does not win. And he is behind a kicker who played 1 game for us. That's Madden in a nutshell. What's good, Father Cash? Welcome to the stream. Alright, so total offensive yards, a little bit above average. Passing yards, were we towards the bottom? No, we were pretty much directly in the middle. Rushing yards, however, we were in the top 10. Points per game, we finished in 6th. Passing touchdowns, towards the bottom, likely, yes. Rushing touchdowns, we had to be high. 27. How many touchdowns did the Panthers score this year? Jeez. We finished actually closer to the bottom. First downs, we're going to be towards the bottom because I only play on 10-minute quarters. Yet we have like 5 teams below us, including the Packers. Nice, nice. They call you Father Kaz because we're all your daughters. You gotta love it. Top defense went to us. That's not a surprise because it feels like teams are literally scared to move the ball against us. We have the top passing defense. I'm surprised that the Redskins are that close to us. We forced a ton of interceptions, and then teams just did not want to go downfield. I don't know why. Rushing defense, we finished towards the top. Oh, okay. Points, first by a mile. Not surprised. Teams just don't score against us. I don't know why. Quarterback sacks, we finished in 3rd behind the 6-9-1. Nice. New York Jets. I know Perry likes that. And then the Texans also had 53. Fumble recovery. Some teams had 0. Jeez. We had about 6, which is in the middle. And then interceptions, we easily had the most at 28. Conversions. 3rd down conversions. What was our percentage? It was 48, which is actually towards the bottom. And then 4th down, we had 42%, which is also closer to the bottom than the top. 2-point conversions, we went 1 for 2. You guys really should have did that this year. Red zone percentage, we were tied for 2nd for the most efficient red zone offense. And then defensively, we were 4th worst. It seems like in every football series I do, the offense is really efficient in the red zone, the defense is not. So whenever someone is in the red zone on my channel, there's a good chance they're going to score. Penalties, we were dead last. That's because there were like no penalties the first half of the year. I actually made an effort to make penalties more realistic as the season went along. And we definitely would not have finished last if it was more realistic. Turnovers, we probably had a high differential. We had 9, which is towards the top. We had the most giveaways in the league, though, at 25. That's kind of a surprise. 16 picks. That's towards the top. 8 fumbles lost. That is tied for the top with the Browns. But we also had the most takeaways at 34, including the 28 picks. And then the 6 fumbles. Alrighty, that'll do it for the season recap. So now on to the Super Bowl. Saints and Ravens. The Browns will not get to go for the three-peat. What's everybody's score prediction? I'm kind of salty that the Saints beat us twice this year. But at the same time, we killed the Ravens a few weeks ago. So I'm going to say Saints win 30-14. We'll take a look at both rosters. We're probably a little bit more familiar with the Saints since we just played them. But the Ravens wasn't that long ago. That was week 15, I think. Who got hurt for them? Someone big. Ooh, Kamara. Oh, that was against us. That's right. Kamara will not be playing. Saints win 31-21. Interesting. Jacoby Brissett, by the way, now has Superstar X Factor. Brick wall. What kind of ability is that? Break. Oh, that's actually kind of good. Not even a lie. Saints win 34-27. I could see that. If this was a Super Bowl, a lot of people were expecting in real life. I had the Chiefs and the Saints. But a lot of people, this was probably the most common prediction, so I find it funny that 2 years later, here we are. Ravens, led by Kareem Hunt, who has been a man on a mission in this series. Also, of course, got Lamar Jackson, Kenya Hayman. He was the second overall pick a couple years ago. They got Aguilar. That's funny. Mark Ingram plays against his former team. That's fun. Greg Terry, custom player, and also the best backup quarterback in the league. And I guess that's about it. But yeah, we killed these guys. Lamar Jackson threw like 3 or 4 picks against us, if I remember correctly. Alrighty, so 30-14 Saints is my prediction. The 5-seeded wildcard Saints. Can they beat the 1-seeded Baltimore Ravens? And the answer to that question ends up being... Wait for it. No, the Ravens win 38-28, so we were all wrong. It's the Baltimore. Jeez, our defense went to a 77? That's regression, folks. Geno Atkins went down. I assume Coleman, Slay, maybe Diggs, maybe Trey Flowers. Ouch. Hello, noob. Welcome to the stream. Alrighty, let's just go to the Ravens, I guess. So, high-scoring game, it looks like. Oh, the Ravens beat your Titans in the divisional round, Kaz. That's a coincidence. I'm rooting for the Titans to win tonight. I could see Tennessee. Wow, Brissett played really well. I could see the Ravens winning this one. Lamar with 3 rushing scores, though. It's going to be hard to stop him if you're Tennessee's defense. We'll take a look at the whole playoff bracket and then finally get to the off-season fun itself. So it looks like the Ravens' defense didn't do too hot, but the Saints were worse. Wild card. We have the 7-win Chargers and the 6-win Jets, both hosting playoff games, might I add. And they both lost, obviously. Of course, we lost by 1 in the divisional round. In the conference finals, Saints beat the Bears, Ravens beat the Colts, and then obviously the Ravens beat the Saints in the Super Bowl. Texans will lose. I think the Chiefs will win, too. The Chiefs have been my Super Bowl pick since the start of the playoffs, and I stand by that now. Alright, what do I want? Transactions? Yeah, this tells me retirements. Mark Ingram retires with a ring. Steven Hauschka retires. He made the game-winning field goal against us in the divisional round. He's going to call it a career. Matt Bryant, Costanzo, Andy Lee. Geno Atkins retires. Whoa! Geno's done. I was not expecting that. So Geno Atkins was clearly a rental. He's clearly still had a lot left in the tank, but he's going to retire. Sean Lee, Antonio Brown retires. Wow. Jerry Hughes. Nick Bellore, former Lion linebacker, converted to fullback. But I'm surprised Geno Atkins is gone. So we need a new defensive tackle. All right, regression. Darius Slay goes down 8 points. He is now an 89. I think he was a 90, so he didn't go down too hard. Trey Flowers loses a little bit. Quandre Diggs goes down a bit. Justin Coleman starting to regress. Sam Martin. Stafford is now a 74. Ouch. Matt Prater's a 68. A 68. I'm not planning on getting a new kicker or anything based on how he played this year, but wow. No wonder our defense dropped indeed. Jalen Richard down to a 75. We may need a new change of pace back. Devon Kennard goes down a lot. Ezekiel Ansah goes down a lot. I wanted Ansah to play this year, and he lost a lot of juice, so I don't know. Zach Zenner down 7, and then Sheldon Day goes down 3. Wow. So our defense got hit. Our offense didn't get touched. Our offense is also young, but our defense is so old. None of these guys regress, or at least none of our starters. Might have guys like Galladay and Taylor Decker who could start to regress next year. But Slay got worse. Flowers got worse. Geno Atkins would have gotten worse if he stuck around. Diggs got worse. Coleman. Jeez. 69 overall. Very nice. Alrighty. So Darius Slay has to come back. That's our priority. How much money do we have? I know we were broke. Okay, so we have about 31 mil in cap space. Let's go over everyone first. John Ross, I'm not going to bring back. Sheldon Day, no. Brown, no. Donovan Streets, probably not. Slay, yes. Deshaun Hand, I'm not going to bring back. I know we now need an interior defensive lineman with Geno Atkins gone, but I'm not trying to pay him 11 mil a year. I'm not. So now we need 2 new defensive linemen. Dear goodness. Quandre Diggs. I think we're not going to re-sign him. We'll consider things on the open market. So Quandre Diggs could return, but I'm not going to re-sign him now. Kennard for that contract, probably. Prater's coming back. Aquara, no. Zach Zenner wants that much. I know he's the GOAT, but I don't know if I can do it. Tyrell Crosby, that's kind of a lot. And then Equinemius St. Brown, I don't think so. So Darius Slay and Matt Prater are probably the only guys I'm going to do now. Might as well get Prater done. I'll do that. That's fine. Okay, Prater's not going anywhere. We're not letting him go. We're also not trying to tag him, though. Alright, so Slay. I'll do a 1-year deal. If he doesn't accept this, we'll probably franchise tag him. 1 year, 15, that's a lot. And he accepts already, so welcome back to the team, Darius Slay. That's all I'm going to re-sign. We might pick up Zenner in the preseason if no one signs him. I think that's the plan. Alright, so you might want to trade some bad contracts away. Maybe we look at trading a guy like Matthew Stafford. I know it hurts me to do that. Our defense is a 75. Oh my goodness. Our offense, I think, was originally an 87. But what are the bad contracts? Like, we got guys up here making a lot, but that's deservedly so. Flowers is making 23. I'm not trading him or anything, but geez, that's a lot. Stafford's making 23 to be a backup. It hurts me to trade this man, but I don't know if I have a choice. Juju's fine, Slay's fine. Justin Coleman, he's making 11. Maybe we just cut ties with a guy like Justin Coleman now. I know he's a good player, but I would rather use 11.5 elsewhere, so that's something to consider. Any other bad contracts? We have Richard under contract for 2 more years. I don't know if I want to hold on to him for that much money. Then other than that, no real problem. So I think we're going to cut Jalen Richard. He's a good player. He really is. But I think we're just going to try to be younger. Oh, that's too big of a penalty. Ugh. Do we have a penalty with cutting Stafford or Coleman? No penalty with Stafford. 500K is nothing. And then I assume we don't have much for Coleman. $2.54, so a little bit more. But let's see what the free agency class looks like first, before we start jumping to conclusions. Okay, there are some names in here. J.J. Watt, and we need defensive line. Darius Leonard? We could get Snacks back. That actually kind of makes sense. All right, let's go by position. Quarterback, we may need to sign a backup if we're trading Stafford. Get an X Factor in Phillip Rivers. That'd be funny. Daniel Jones is in here. Big Ben, RG3. There are some interesting backups. Silas Stork. He was with us for a little bit. I totally would go after Darius Leonard, but we just don't have the money. And I'm not trying to... After spending a ton of money on Juju and Chidobe Awuzie last offseason, I don't think we have the money for a guy like Darius Leonard. As fun as he would be to get. Phillip Rivers might not be a bad option. Running back, we need a new change of pace back. Rashawn Penny is not that bad. But I'd rather get someone cheaper. Sort of like a Jamal Williams? Justin Jackson? Or maybe we could look at the draft. I think there's some solid ones at the draft. Might want to sign and pick someone. Fullback, we don't need a fullback. Bawden's for goat. Wide receiver, we don't really need receivers. Kiki Kute is superstar. But maybe we want to get someone down here. Like to be a 5th receiver. Like a little Jordan Humphrey. He scored twice against... Or no, he only scored once against us in the divisional round. But still, he is still pretty darn good. Or he was pretty darn good. Cole Beasley. Excuse me. Cole Beasley, superstar development? That's not a bad option. But I'd rather go after someone down here. Like a DeMarcus Lodge or something. Tight end. Maybe we could look at tight end. DJ Chark. I loved Chark in real life. I don't know if I really want to sign a guy like as good as him because we have 4 receivers who are set. Juju, Galladay, Bonner Sanders, unless we were to trade Bonner Sanders because of his suspension, and then Dwayne Stuber. So I feel like someone like Chark, even though he's only a 72, I still feel like that's a little bit too high and probably a little bit too pricey. But we could look at a backup tight end. Jeff Swaim, the Dolphin killer. Dan Arnold wouldn't be a bad idea. Michael Roberts, yuck. O-line, I don't think I'm really going to sign any offensive linemen. I think the line is pretty good. Yeah. Ooh, Braden Smith. He wants a lot of money, though. And we don't need him. J.J. Watt would be a great pickup, but he's too pricey. Jeez, our defensive line sucks. We got to go full-on D-line in the draft. We might have to sign someone like a Derek Nottie in case we don't get anyone good in the draft. Bring back Mike Daniels? We could look at a guy like Snacks, honestly. Maybe one of the left ends? Nah, no one really interested. Right end? Kamoko Toure? Breland Speaks? Linebacker, Darius Leonard would be fun. But we don't have that type of money. We definitely don't have that type of money. And I think our linebacking core is good. Jared Davis, Tavai. Got guys like Duvon Mann and Peter Carney behind them. And then Sharon Buga can play linebacker too. So I don't really think we need starters or depth, to be honest. Shaquem Griffin. How did I forget Shaquem Griffin? Corner. We could look at a corner if we were to cut Justin Coleman. We want a slot corner, though. How good is Bryce Callahan in the slot? 77? That's not bad. Josh Jackson's the top corner. Probably not going to bid a lot on him. Maybe Jordan Lewis. Could look at him. I'm not paying him $5 million a year, though. Illinois is horrible. RIP. Is anyone going after Quandre? No one's going after Quandre, so we could bring him back. He could always play nickel corner if we wanted to. Harrison Smith. Honestly, I'm kind of tempted to bring in Harrison Smith. After what he's done to us in this series, I kind of want him. I know he's older, but he still has that cheesy X-Factor ability. Kicker, I might as well just give Prater the bid now. Wow, we have to really scroll down for him. He's 38. He is the 29th ranked kicker. Ouch. And then punter, we are good with Martin. So, we might have to trade a guy like Stafford or Coleman. Just to clear up some cap space. And then the big free agent I want is probably Harrison Smith. Indiana tied with Ohio State. Ohio State's fallen off a cliff. We're not going to get a whole lot for these guys. Chargers really want Stafford. What would we get from them? Like maybe a fourth? A 4 and maybe... Okay, they don't have to change the pace back. They have any... Jerry Tillery? I don't think they'll do this, but... It's worth a shot. Whoa, that's actually close. That's actually... Has Jerry Tillery done anything in his career? Meh. We don't need a star at defensive tackle, but this is an interesting idea. We can replace that with a 5th. You guys think we should do this? End Matthew Stafford's tenure as a Detroit Lion? Can't believe I'm saying that in the series. That hurts. That hurts. And then we'll probably look to draft a backup, maybe sign a guy like Phillip Rivers. Would the Chargers do this, though? Because Tillery is their starting defensive tackle. I don't know if they'd do this, realistically. Anyone else who's green for him? The Falcons. They let Matt Ryan go. He's washed. It's okay. Yeah, but it's still sad. Stafford's my boy. He's better than Russell. I'm kidding. No, we're not trading him to the Packers. No, 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 no. That will never happen in this series. What's Aaron Rodgers' rating, though? He regresses so quickly. He's at 73. He regresses so quickly in that, and he still has that cheesy X factor. He regresses so quickly. But yeah, we're not trading him to the Packers. I would never do that. Okay. So, we could look at the Chargers. I mean, Tillery is on a contract here. Is there like a different depth player we want? We could maybe get this guy. I like him a lot. That was actually higher than I expected. But yeah, we're not going to get to James. We save a lot of money. Yes, we do, which is probably why it's the way to go. I think we do it for the 5 and Jerry Tillery. I can't believe I'm trading Stafford. I mean, the Chargers are desperate for a half-decent quarterback, which is what Stafford is. And Tillery is on a contract here, so I do think this is realistic. Maybe we add a little something. They need to change a pace back, and I kind of don't really want Jalen Richard anymore. So how about we make that 5 of 4, and then do this. So Matthew Stafford and Jalen Richard for Jerry Tillery in a 4th. I think we should do it. And Matthew Stafford is a Los Angeles Charger. I really don't want to look at Stafford and then in the background see a different logo other than the Lions. That hurts. So we should gain some money. Yeah, we did. That's a lot more money. That's a lot more money. And if we were to cut like Justin Coleman, that'd be in the 40s. So Harrison Smith, I think, is a priority. 2 years is perfect. I will gladly do this. 108. That should be more than enough. I almost would rather do 1 year and then just pay him a lot. Okay, maybe that's not the way to go. I don't know. I definitely want him. 1 year, 11. They are taking on a bad contract, but it's only for 1 year. So he'll be gone after next year. Philip wants 11. I'm not paying you 11, bruh. Big Ben wants 9. Jeez. Why do these guys want so much? I think we need a backup other than 57 overall Emmanuel Sanchez. I'll pay you maybe about 4 mil. But not 11. I know you have about 16 kids to feed, Philip, but calm down. 53 points. Let's hope we get lucky. Running back. Who do we want in here? I'd rather someone in the green. 75 plus. David Johnson, bring your channel legend in? Want an MVP back in the Brown series? And then make him like the 3rd down back? I'm down to do that on a 1-year deal. I'm down. Tight end. I want a tight end. That's not bad for Gesicki. He's another channel legend. But I'd rather someone a little bit worse and a little bit cheaper. Maybe I want someone who's a blocker. Dalton Schultz, he has a bid though. Ryan Izzo. I kind of want to go after Dalton Schultz. Yeah, I don't want to match a bid though. Will Dissely's blocking, but he has 3 bids. Everyone wants the blockers. I guess we can maybe just stick it out with Isaac Notto if we want. Well, we don't need O-line. We could go after Snacks. Bring him back to Detroit. 98. I don't really want to pay 2 guys, so 10 plus mil a year. So we might want to choose between Snacks and Harrison Smith. And I think if we're letting Quandre Diggs go, I kind of want to bring in Harrison Smith. I kind of want to get a decent defensive lineman, though, in case this offseason doesn't get us what we want, or the draft. Malik Jackson, maybe? Dontari Poe would be a fun pickup. Move him to fullback. Kalen Saunders is good, but he has 3 bids. Let's go back to left end. Maybe you got like Brandon Williams, veteran, just want to ring. Maybe we look at someone more towards the top. Yeah, we're not getting JJ. Yeah, there's no chance we get JJ. Panthers look like they're gonna get Deshaun Hand. Maybe Emmanuel Ugba. Never channel. He wants $6 million. Get out of here, son. 32 points. Ouch. Kind of want someone a little bit younger. Maybe David Onyemata. I'll sign Onyemata. And then what do we want to do with Justin Coleman? Because he's making a lot. I don't really want to hold on to him if he's going to be making 11. But it's only 1 year. So I think we can just write it out with Coleman. I guess that's what we'll do. Alrighty, so what does everyone think of the free agent class? Harrison Smith, David Johnson, David Onyemata, Phillip Rivers, and Matt Prater. And we are going to buy the safety, whatever you call it. The safety free agent influence. Or defensive back, same thing. Can we buy anything? No, not really. Alright. I think this is a dub. This free agency class is... How many likes we got? 10? Okay, good stuff. Calvin Johnson sucks lots of Johnson. What is that supposed to mean? Yeah, I think I'm pretty confident with this free agency class. And if we don't sign Harrison Smith, we always have Sharon Budga, who can play safety. So it's not the end of the world if we don't get him, but we want him. What the heck does that mean, really? This isn't... Wait, this isn't the Roblox stream you were promised? Don't worry, there will be one. So David Onyemata accepts. Harrison Smith accepts. Prater and Phillip Rivers. So that's everybody except for David Johnson. Ooh, combines are in. And we got to look at defensive line. D-line is our priority this offseason. There are some good ones. Will Key from Oregon State. That's a good combine. Bench press is a little bit low, but other than that, he did great. Eric Cloud, meh. Harvey Moorhead, fast. That's about it. 6.2 for Lynn Myers in the 5th. Not terrible. Aaron Denman from Illinois, 6.7. That's a good combine. We might want to trade up for someone if we really like them. Neville Miller, 4.6, 140. Preston Caldwell, all these guys are out of Illinois. Rashad Sharp. That's kind of a bad combine. This guy's not bad. Joey Almus. He is 24, though. 6.0 in the 6th for Forrest Jones. And then D-tackle even I'm willing to look at. Melvin Harris, 6.2. That's a combine, ladies and gentlemen. Very high bench press. 6.7 for Sidney Armstrong. 7 for Caleb Derby. Wow, those are numbers. 6.3 for Carl Swinton. Defensive tackle is putting up high numbers. 6.2 for Tobias Britton. And you also got guys like Blake Richards putting up 4.1s. Quick question, what happened to the Maximum Football series? I ended it because Maximum Football wasn't the funnest of games. It wasn't a bad game, but there was stuff on the channel that I was having more fun with. Mike Renwick, early 3rd round talent. We might want a guy like him. He's only 221, though. I don't think he's big enough to play end. What did Owen do? 6.3. Okay, not bad. 7.2 for William McKee. He's pass coverage, though. We don't need a covered linebacker. We need a pass rusher. We need some... How big is Brian Barty? 6 foot, 233. That's not big enough. Have I pre-ordered the new MLB The Show? I have not, but I will. I don't know why I haven't. This guy's a first-round talent. Jackie Lennon. We could look at him in a second. Any high combines for corners? Courtney Thurmond. Okay, not bad. And then safety now. Actually, no, we don't need safety. There are some good safeties, though. There are some good safeties. Jawan Montgomery, 7.3. Holy smokes. We could still look to draft a safety. Maybe play them at nickel corner and just cut ties with Coleman. And running back. Oh, we don't need running back because we're getting David Johnson. Quarterback, though, might be in need. I like these two as backups. Le'Veon Ferris and Le'Veon Worrell. Those stats for Owen look juiced. I had to make him better because he's Owen. Okay, we're not making Owen a 62 if normal. We might start Owen. I don't know. Move Shakeen to defensive end. We could consider that. And David Johnson is not accepted yet. Has he gotten any other offers? He is not. Okay, good. No one's going after the running backs. We'll check free agent bids in a second. JJ going to Denver, though. All right, fifth-year options. So this is the first time in the series that we get fifth-year options, which is good for realism, but it's bad because next offseason's free agency might be pretty weak. Our only fifth-year team option belongs to T.J. Hawkinson. He will obviously be receiving the fifth-year option because he's pretty darn good. What happened to SCP and that one guy that used to do YouTube? Wait, we have another one? Huh. I guess SCP is probably taking a break. Haven't heard from him in a little bit, but we're still cool. Any good combines for receivers? 6.7. That's not even that good of a combine. You kind of could use a tight end. Ben Powder, he's a third round. I kind of don't want to pick someone this high. But at the same time, these guys are all terrible. So maybe we trade for a backup tight end? I don't know. How about O-line? Any gems? Any gems at all? No. Really, there are no offensive lineman gems. 5.6 isn't bad compared to what we've seen. Okay, Raymond Person. And then, yeah, there are literally no gems on the O-line. Who's our fifth-year team option, though? I'm confused. Who else would have one? Let me think. Who else would have a fifth-year team option? Did we trade for a first-round rookie? No. Who would it be? I guess there's only one way to find out. Oh, Jerry Tillery. We just got Tillery. Oh, okay. That makes sense. I'm going to say no. I'm actually going to say no to this one. He's not going to ask for that much money. I don't want to pay him a fifth-year team option. I totally forgot about him. And we just got him like 20 minutes ago. He'll probably start this year. I'd probably rather start him over on Yamada of age. Scouting, that's what I want to do. .2 isn't that bad. Ricky McPherson? Meh. I kind of want to look at corner. Okay, these guys are not that good. Alrighty, let's hope David Johnson accepts. And, drum roll please. He does not, so I guess he didn't want to sign? He'll be available in the preseason, so we'll still be able to get him most likely. But if not, I do want to scout some running backs, and we have the whole running back class scouted. All the good combines are for the undrafted players, my word. Let's try defensive line. He's not very good. 5.9 in the 7th. Dre Pinkney out of South Carolina. He's only 21. I'd like him. I'd like to get him. 5.8 isn't that bad. Lamar Pinkney, his brother. Are either of them rated to Rashad Pinkney? 5.9. Okay. Alright, at this point we gotta find some really good names. Like Jaquavius Highsmith. That's a good combine, too. 6.4. Out of Oregon, and he's 21. Whoa! First-round talent. Okay, Jaquavius Highsmith. We might have found ourselves a gem. 4.51 speed, good top 3 skills, and he's only 21? Holy smokes. We got to get that guy. We got to get that guy. I was just looking for a cool name. He's a lot more than just that. That's got to be like our 4th or 5th round pick. Alrighty, best name in the later rounds. Why don't we go from the bottom? Why don't we just do unscouted? Solomon, we got to look for like a 7th rounder, though. We got to end our draft with a sick name, not pick one in the 4th round. 7th round and on. Any name that catches your eye, put it in the chat. Kasheem Calloway, that's a fun name. We might want to look at a kicker. Cornell Boatwright. Cornell Boatwright, that's a good name. The DeBrickashell Ferguson in the draft class, that's right. Martavis Boat, wasn't the other guy's last name Boatwright? Hold on. Yeah, huh, okay. Interesting. Cornell and Martavis, Raheem Cheek, Clapham Cheeks. Moses Atkinson, Quantavious Smart, Marquez Hewitt, Tremaine Sexton, Moses McDougal. These aren't some bad names. Anthony Rhodes, Nazir Monk, that's a sick name. We don't need a fullback though, but still. Rich Brandenburg. Alright, what is everyone thinking? Aaron Perry was above, that's funny. What if I drafted a kicker in the 1st round? That's a bad idea. Dakota Amos. Nathan Hooks. Hooks is a cool last name. Devon McCullough. Tim Skizkowski. Quantavious Lawton. Clay Calloway. Darvion Henderson. These are some cool names. I don't know. I think we should probably just scout none of these guys and actually scout a player and then just blind draft in the 7th round. You can get Justin Tucker in the 6th. Well, I don't think I'm going to draft a kicker. Maybe late, because Prater is an old man. 6.1 for Easton Holland. Oh, whoa, okay, so he is a B+, and then that's all we know. So maybe we want to take a shot on a guy like Easton Holland. That's honestly kind of interesting. What was his combine? I'll take it. And he's 6'2"? Is he late 4th? Yes. And we have like 3 4th rounders. So we might want to get a guy like Easton Holland. Alrighty, so here we go. The NFL draft. I think we got to go for D-line. And there are multiple good ones, so we can wait. And then if there's only like one left, we can trade up. Take a shot of what? Rum? Wink, wink. Alrighty, the 2022 draft is underway, and it's for Green Bay Packers with the 1st pick. This makes me happy because the Packers sucked, but it also makes me sad because they can pick any of these rookies. Patriots also have a high pick, so they'll probably go secondary. That's where this draft is really good. 4 of the top 5 players are corners or safeties. How did I make my banner? Well, I had RMP make the banner itself, and then I just added players from my thumbnails on them. Alrighty, with the 1st pick, the Green Bay Packers select Devon Dobbins, cornerback, North Carolina. So he'll help cover guys like Kenny Golladay and Juju Smith-Schuster. Niners select Floyd Claiborne, linebacker. Patriots select Roosevelt Smith, safety. Vikings select William McKee, linebacker. I believe he was a cover guy. So he'll probably help cover guys like TJ Hawkinson twice a year. How do I make my thumbnails? I use Keynote. I take pictures of the players from the game, and then I crop the backgrounds. Niles Moore, 76 overall guard to the Giants. Redskins get Zach Bussey, linebacker, Tennessee. Chiefs select Brian Barty, linebacker, Clemson. Eagles get DJ Kyle, a tight end, number 8 overall. Sometimes that works out, sometimes that doesn't. Dolphins get Hudson Kemp, tight end USF. So 2 tight ends in the top 9. He'll be helpful for Noah Curry. Bills select Clifford Hutchins, a safety from Georgia. Raiders get Aaron Denman out of Illinois. So the defensive lineman might be starting to fall. Who do we want? Will Key, Neville Miller, and Melvin Harris are our top targets. I think Neville Miller is the guy we want. If he's still available at like 20, then maybe we move up. Broncos select Amari Waynes. Bucks select Jawan Montgomery. Steelers get Rocco Burnett. The Cardinals select Neville Miller. So I think probably Melvin Harris might be our top target. Jaguars get Keewan Swinton. Texans get Damian Baxter. Falcons get Philip Hepburn, 76 overall. Bengals get Kent Fields, quarterback, Ohio State. So the first QB is off the board here at 19. So the guy I want is that defensive tackle. Will Key is their 14th projected player. We can probably wait on Melvin Harris, and then Will Key is like our backup option if Harris gets drafted. If one of those two gets picked, we trade up for the other. Seattle selects Isaiah Kennedy, 76. This offensive line class is really good. Jets at pick 21 get Irvin Devine, 67 overall. Chargers select Solomon Albury. So rather than drafting a QB, they go to get help for their new QB, Matthew Stafford. Rams select Andrew Simpkins out of Oregon State. Cowboys select Will Key. Okay, so maybe we trade up. It's only 2 spots, but I'm not trying to risk it. Melvin Harris is at 15. So the Titans and the Browns are the 2 teams ahead of us at 25 and 26 respectively. The Titans' top need is defensive tackle. They currently have Daquan Jones. Browns, meanwhile, have Larry Ogunjobi. So I don't want to risk it. I think we just move up. It's only 2 spots. We don't have to trade that much. We might have to trade like a 4th rounder or 2. How close would this be? That's quite close. We have 3 4s. We don't need all of them. So 127 and 118. Can that move up to 25? No. And that did not move up that high. Am I seriously about to trade 2 4th-round picks to move up 2 spots? I don't think I have a choice. I'm not risking it. Because I don't really have, I mean, if I can find a backup plan, then maybe we do that. Neville Miller's not Neville Miller. Melvin Harris is down here, though. He is at 15. So maybe we do risk it. Do I have a backup plan, though? Eric Cloud? Preston Caldwell? Mike Renwick? But he's 3rd round. Not really anybody I want. Don't need a QB. Don't need a wide receiver. Could look at corner, but I'm not in love with Roland Richards here. Alright, I guess we should risk it. Do not pick him, Titans. And they pick Johnny Jordan, linebacker from Texas Southern. Let's go. Browns. We were 1 pick away. You've got to be kidding. Well, I guess I got a little bit too excited a little bit too soon. Oh dear. There's nobody I want. Eric Cloud's decent, but I don't think he's that good. Mike Renwick isn't supposed to go until the 3rd round. Oh my goodness. That hurts. That really hurts. I could have just traded up 1 spot. Because I didn't want to give up 2 4th-round draft picks. Okay. There's nobody I want here. So I think I'm going to trade down to the early 2nd round. Like in the 30s. Like mid 30s. Like I want pick 35. 34 works. Got a player we were willing to trade me by chance. They don't have a good corner. DeForest Buckner is too good. Oh my goodness, that stings. You think I can get a 3? Okay, I guess that's sort of close. We might have to do like a 3 next year. That's not even the green. Maybe we try like low 40s. Like 42 maybe? 43. And we'll get your 3rd. I don't think this is that good of a deal for us. We need to get like a 4 next year. I don't know. There's no one I want. That's the guy I wanted, Melvin Harris. I mean, we could always try to get a player with this pick, like trade for a player. Alright, offensively, we are good. We just need to change the pace back, and that's it. Defensively, we just do D-line, and maybe corner. Maybe we trade this pick for a corner. And then try to use some of our other picks to move up so we can get, like, Mike Renwick, because I'm not trying to risk him falling. I've already lost all my first-round targets. I'm not trying to lose my second-round targets either. I mean, is there anyone I can get with just this pick who's worth it? Probably not. I think we should just probably try to, I don't know. I think I might try to go back to that Raider trade. Or, no, let's get the Niner pick. A 2, a 4, and a 7. This is not that good of a trade for us. This is an awful deal. What am I thinking? Okay. Maybe we trade a player? Heck, maybe we trade Justin Coleman. They need a corner. Yeah, but we don't have another slot guy. I don't trust O'Rourke. They need guards. Do we have guard depth? No. No. Left outside? We don't have any. Center, I don't think we have any backups. No. You guys want, like, Travis Fulgham? No. Maybe Davion McDowell. He is star. He's only a 61, though. You totally didn't oversleep? Yes, you didn't. So, to recap what's happened to Nick. We signed Harrison Smith. Our defense, however, got a lot worse. Geno Atkins retired. We traded Stafford for Jerry Tillery. And then the guy I really wanted just got picked right before us. And he got picked by the Browns. So, yeah. I don't really know what to do here. I was about to trade up to the 25th pick with the Titans. I decided not to. And then the Browns didn't need a defensive tackle. So I figured he wouldn't get picked. But here we are. Maybe a guy like Austin Bryant. You want him? No? You want any of my backups for crying out loud? I don't really want to trade any of the 70-plus corners. Maybe Ansa? I don't want to reach here, but there's also nobody I want. I wanted Melvin Harris. If the Jets weren't so bad, then we would not be in this predicament right now. We could go with a guy like Benjamin Alden. I don't think he's that good, though. No. There are 3 really good receivers. We don't need receiver. This Lawrence... Oh, my gosh. Do we just pick him and trade... I mean, Freddie Bonner-Sanders is a question mark. So we just pick a guy like Lawrence Parnell? Or Trayvon Imatorbhebhe? Heck, even Donovan Gates isn't bad. Maybe we pick wide receiver, the position that we're so deep at. and then move a guy like Bonner Sanders. And Freddie Bonner Sanders is a giant wild card off the field, so maybe we try to trade him. If this receiver pick doesn't work, we have Dwayne Stuber. So I kind of want to maybe move Bonner Sanders for probably a corner. How hard is it to get Tre'Davious White? The Bills probably need receivers. It doesn't look like it. Oh, he's green. Okay. That's not close at all. That's not even close. I would totally go after Jair Alexander, but he's in the division. Maybe we try to trade for a defensive lineman. How hard is it to get a guy like Josh Allen? No, I don't need to see his stats. I want to trade for the man. They could use a receiver. Okay. Allen's on the last year. Oh, did he get his 5th-year option? I've got to assume he did. I have to assume he got the 5th-year option. They didn't give it to him? Huh? You've got to be kidding me. He's going to want nearly $100 million this offseason. That's not close. Because if I draft a receiver, there's no reason for me to keep Bonner Sanders. So I want to make sure I trade him. Could go after a guy like Malik Wilson. Did he do anything last year as a rookie? 5.5 sacks. I don't think they'd trade him, though. There's no reason for them to. Buckner is ex. Chris Jones, maybe? What's his deal looking like? I don't really want to get him if he's not on a 1-year deal, or if he's not on his rookie contract. That did not make any grammatical sense whatsoever, but we're going to roll with it. Myles Garrett's hurt. What about Aaron Donald? Is he making like $25 million a year? You forgot you made the 2 quarterbacks. The Ravens won the Super Bowl, not the Saints. Saints made it. Aaron Donald's getting paid a lot. I don't want to get a guy who's on a 3-year deal, though. I want someone who's like on a 2-year contract. Joey Bosa would be a sick pickup, but he's probably too good. These guys are all too good. A guy like Danielle Hunter would be perfect, but he's in the division. I'm not trying to stockpile the Vikings with assets. I mean, we can try Malik Wilson. Do the Jets need receivers? It doesn't look like it. He is green. All right, we can. Well, let's try some. Let's try some experimenting at least. Not going to trade Griffin. I'm willing to trade a guy like Taylor Decker. I'll do this. I don't think it's gonna work. I don't think it's gonna work. How much longer does Yannick Ngakoue have on this deal? Yannick's a cool player. 10.5 sacks last year. Only 1 year. I don't want him if he's 1 year. We could probably be in the 4th round right now had Melvin Harris been on the board, and I just would have taken him. I was looking at a guy like Quinnen Williams during the trade deadline. We could look at him or Ed Oliver. 9 sacks. Do the Jets really want to trade him, though? What about Ed Oliver? 5 sacks. Did neither of them get the 5th-year option, or is that not how it works? Not Eddie Goldman. I don't care about it. Sorry, Eddie Goldman. But Quinnen Williams would make a ton of sense. Okay, I don't know if that's fit. Let me check Hawkinson real quick. Does it show the 5th-year team option on that? Or am I just going crazy? This was realistic? We'd be pulling a Ravens in the draft? Well, the Ravens draft... Well, okay, so the 5th-year option does show in. So did they not get it? That's really weird. Alright. Who do we want, though? Oliver or Quinnen? Both 24, both 86, both superstar. I think we should try Oliver first. If he doesn't work, we can do Quinnen. And we know that both of these teams want Bonner Sanders. Okay. They want to do tackle. Maybe on Yamada. Okay. This could actually happen. This could actually happen. Don't forget you got screwed by me in last season's draft. Well, the Browns got revenge, okay? You happy? Did they want one of these two? Carney is superstar. Do they want Devon Man? I'd rather trade Man. They do. I'm willing to do this. I am absolutely willing to do this. And then we draft a receiver, Lawrence Powell, here. Receiver's fine. Off-ball linebacker's fine. And then there are some edge rushers I like later in the draft. And we're getting Ed Oliver anyway. I'll do this. Okay, or not. Will they do it straight up? And the deed has been done. Ed Oliver is a Detroit Lion. I know I try to keep the series realistic, but this trade makes sense for both sides. Oliver's on the last year of his deal. The Bills don't want to pay him because he's never had a big season. And they're getting 3 really good players, including Freddie Bonner-Sanders, who can be a staple in their offense. Superstar development, 83 overall, 23 years old. And then we're going to pick for receiver now. So, to say this draft is not going the way I expected it to would certainly be an understatement. But now which receiver do we want? I'm deciding between these 3. I think it's a little bit too early for Traquan Lawson or Ganny Golden or Ethan Skinner. So we got Donovan Gates, Trevon Imatorbhebhe, and Lawrence Powell. I think we should pick Lawrence Powell. Gates kind of scares me, though, because of the speed. The top 3 skills are the best with him. But the speed scares me. Imatorbhebhe has the worst combine. I think Lawrence... I've been calling him Powell. Lawrence Parnell, sorry. I think is the best mix of everything. Easily the best combine. Blazing speed. I don't care about bench press. Because he's a receiver. No more Freddie Bonner storylines. Don't worry, Nick. There will be plenty more storylines. Bonner-Sanders was just too much of a distraction for us. And instead of being directly west of Canada, he can be directly east of it. 2 votes for Parnell. I vote for Parnell as well. 1 vote for Gates. Get RMP's dude and make him happy? Yeah, but RMP's dude is the worst of the group. The only reason why I'm considering him is because he's RMP's dude. Otherwise, it'd probably be between Gates and Parnell. And I really think the pick is Lawrence Parnell. I think that's what we're going to go with. So for the 27th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select the positions that they were absolutely stacked at 5 minutes ago. Lawrence Parnell, wide receiver out of Louisville. He is a 75 with hidden, number 10 in the draft. That's a W. So I was definitely not expecting to pick a wide receiver in the first round, but here we are. I was also not expecting to have Ed Oliver on my team. So this draft has been interesting, to say the least. And we are going to be moving up in the second round. Donovan Gates is a 72. Imatorbhebhe is a 70. So we made the right pick. Alright, so once we get to that Raiders pick, we're going to move up for Renwine, who is one of RMP's players, so we can still make him happy. Benjamin Alden, we were thinking about him. He is a 68. Jerome Massey, 78 to the Patriots. I think he's the top player in the class. Vikings select Louis Salazar, quarterback, Oklahoma. So the Antoine Nan experiment ended before it started. Would Nan have been their starter if they didn't just make that pick? Yes, he would have. So Louis Salazar will likely be the quarterback of the Vikings. And your other quarterback, Nick, Kent Fields, he was drafted by... Who had the 19th pick? I forget who, but he went 19. Wouldn't it be the 13th best team? The Bengals, yes. It was the Cincinnati Bengals. Nan died. I guess that could be a possibility. Giants get Eric Cloud. We had our eye on him. He's a 71. So we made the right move, in my opinion. Alright, we're going to move up now. Max Powers to the Dolphins. Preston Caldwell is a 71, and we are not waiting any longer. We are moving up to this Oakland Raiders selection to pick up Mike Renwine. So I'm willing to give up my 59th pick. And how about 118? I know you're not going to do this. What overall is Kent Fields? I believe he was a 77. So one better than Salazar. Okay. Middle linebacker. We got extras. Peter Carn. He is superstar, but I want to hold on to him for a little bit longer. Not going to trade Budka. Quarterback, unless you want Phillip Rivers, which I didn't think so. Left tackle, we only... Oh, what about Time Money Glover? They want Time Money Glover. But we have no depth on our line now. And he has a cool name, so I don't really want to trade him. How about a different player? Like... some sort of like 73, 72 overall guy who I don't really care about. All my 72s we kind of need, so that's a no. You want Ansa? I'll trade you Ezekiel Ansa. And they accept it. So pick 59, pick 118, and Ezekiel Ansa are headed to the Oakland Raiders for the 43rd pick. Trade Tez for Kent Fields, that'd be funny. Alright, so with the 43rd pick, the Detroit Lions will not question this one. They select Mike Renwick, edge rusher out of Illinois. He is a 74 with hidden. W. How big is he? 6'4", 221. Maybe we play him at end. Worst case, he's a rotational pass rusher this year, but he will definitely get playing time. Let's go. So we don't have another pick until the middle of the 4th round. So, is there anyone I really want? Gilbert Lane would be cool, but I just don't think we're going to get him. And we don't need a starter on the O-line. Same thing with Rigoberto Ramirez. So I think we move to the 4th. We have 3 picks now. We're going to pick a quarterback with one of them. One of the Le'Veons. Unless they're gone, which would be a massive failure. But is there anyone who Traquan Lawson we don't need. Ben Powder, I think 3rd round is a little bit high for a tight end. WML, it's actually WNL, because N means neutral. N means you don't care. Alright, there's no one I absolutely have to trade up for, I feel. There are some really good players in the 4th round. We just gotta hope some of these guys fall, but there's no one who I need to trade up. Alrighty, we're up. 70 overall corner just went off the board. Tremaine Wright. So we have the next 2 picks. Is there anybody we really wanted? Oh, looks like all the good players are gone. How about the QB? Sure. Davion. We are not going to pick another receiver. We already drafted one. Edward Whitefield. Maybe, I think we're going to go with Raymond Person, probably with our other 4th round. We'll go with Raymond Person now, a guard from SMU. Marshall King went to SMU. He is a 70 with normal. Okay, I'll take it. From depth, I'm not mad at that. And then we're going to go with the quarterback, Le'Veon Ferris, out of Penn State. Right, that was his name? No, Le'Veon Worrell out of Penn State. The other quarterback was Le'Veon Ferris. So this will be the new backup to Tez Lawson. He is a 63. Very bad medium accuracy. Let's just hope Tez does not get hurt. But we'll be quite acquainted with Le'Veon here in the preseason. Lynn Myers, we had our eye on him too. He's only a 64 though. Alright, so we have 4 more selections. I think we got to get that edge rusher, and then we got to get Owen. Jaquavius is early 7th. I might just trade up for an early 5th, because I'm not risking either of these guys falling. Owen's a late 7th. So we're going to pick Jaquavius Highsmith now out of Oregon. He is a 74 with hidden. Let's go. So we might have a little bit of a battle at edge rusher. 89 speed. Our defensive line just looked awful 2 minutes ago. Now we've added Mike Renwick, Jaquavius Highsmith, and Ed Oliver, along with Jerry Tillery and David Onyemata this offseason. So the pass rush looks extremely different. And we still have our top 2 pass rushers, which is funny. All right, we're not risking Owen falling. I'm not going to do that. We have to pick Owen. There's not a choice. Okay, so what's our current fifth looking like? It is currently 146. Oh, I thought we only have that late fifth, so he'll be available. If he goes, I'm going to be triggered. I feel bad risking it. A 54 middle linebacker was just taken. We're going to make the Bills regret it. Owen Jackson is still available. Thank goodness. Welcome to Detroit, buddy. 73 with hidden. Another hidden development trait player. I may have made Owen really good. I may or may not have given him Superstar X Factor. Maybe, just maybe, I gave him that. But welcome to Team Owen. I might have given him Superstar X Factor. Wink, wink. Dre Pickney, we kind of liked him. Alright, so at this point, we're not going to really get anyone good. Rashad Hannah has been on the board for a while. He's 24, that's a no. I mean, 73 in the 5th round is a steal. That's first-round talent. There is nobody good. There is nobody good. Forrest Jones is the only player with a grade. Oh, we need a running back. Oh, shoot. We did not pick up a running back. That's not good. No mas. Oh, what happened to that corner? I guess he's gone. Oh, well. I guess we're going to go with the end. We've gone with so many edge rushers, though. There's no need. I mean, we do kind of need depth. We traded Ezekiel Ansah. We'll go with Forrest Jones out of Ohio. 63 normal. I was not expecting anything better. That's fine. And then our last pick, we're just going to try to find a cool name. So the first round probably took about 30 minutes for me to make up my mind. The 2nd through 7th rounds have taken about 10 minutes. Alright, best name here we're going to draft. That's how it works on this channel. There were some good ones in the undrafted section. There were some good ones. If anyone sees a really good name, just put it in the chat. I liked this one, Darvion Henderson, but we already drafted a quarterback. Quantavious Lawton, this one might have been the best. But we've already drafted a Quantavious with a sick name. Jamison McFarland, that's cool. Antoine Bogan. Marquise Royal. Shout out to RMP. Anybody? Let's go twice. Trade the picks. We can't trade a future legend. Should have had one last year, but I decided to give Juju over Ivan Holt and Tez over your 7 quarterbacks. Cardwell running back. Who's Cardwell? I don't see a Cardwell. You mean Cordell? There's a Cordell here. Cordell Thornton, 6.2. Pretty good name. We could go for worst player, Kirkland Reed. What about those fullbacks? There are some fullbacks with cool names. Or maybe we draft a kicker here. Maybe we draft a kicker. No, we don't need to draft a kicker. Maybe do we want to draft a fullback? Nick Bawden's the GOAT, though. I can't just ditch Nick Bawden. I would feel really bad doing that. I can't do that to Nick Bawden. He's the GOAT. Unless everybody wants me to pick a fullback. Anybody we really like? We can draft a defensive tackle with Melvin is his name just for the memes. Instead of Melvin Harris, it's Davion Melvin, who is nowhere near as good. I think Cordell is a decent name, but I'd say there are probably a few better ones in here. Rocky Pierman. We might have to go with Rocky. Out of Michigan State. Keep him at home. Antoine Mumphrey. Forrest Cyprian. That's a good one. Quantavious Smart. That's a cool name. But we've already done it, Quantavious. Quantavious October. We could clap some cheeks. Or we could always go up the fullback. Martavis Boatwright's a cool name. And just say Ditch Bawden, which would suck. Alright, how about we put everybody I'm considering on the draft board? QB, we will put the one guy, Darvion. Running back. There's one I like. Forrest Cyprian. That's who. Fullback, we'll put on Martavis Bryant. Wide receiver, anybody? Kashawn Session, we'll have that one. Kobe Lufer, I guess that's cool. I guess it's not that cool. Tight end, Morris Franz, nah. Connor McConnell. We'll have that for the memes. Offensive line, anybody? Left tackle, none. Actually, no. Bottom guy, Leonard Seamster. Moses Knight. Moses Knight's not that crazy of a name. Moses is kind of common in Madden. Definitely Rocky. Is Indiana winning? Huh. I know someone's probably happy. We'll add Tremaine Sexton. Wink, wink. Quantavious Lawton. That was one of the best ones. Irvin Boggle. We're going to add Irvin Boggle. We'll add Moses McDougal. I guess that's kind of fun. This guy looks a lot like a Deontay, if you ask me. Antoine Bogan, I kind of like that one. We could get the Army man, Chris Jones. But that's not a very exciting name. Maybe we can draft him as our funny name player just because it's so unoriginal. Jawara Copeland. That's a cool name. Corner. Anybody at corner? Quandre Monk, we'll add you. Speaking of Quandre, where did Quandre Diggs sign? I don't know. Doug Summers, that's not that exciting of a name. Clapham Cheeks. No one is strong safety. And I don't think we're going to draft a kicker or punter. So we have like 20 guys on the board, don't we? 17. Alrighty, what's the best name on the draft board here? We got some good ones. Connor McConnell is kind of boring now that I think about it. What's the best name on the board? Whoever you guys want to see will be the pick. Most popular name in the chat will be the one. If everyone goes with a different one, then I guess I'll be the tiebreaker. How many likes we have, by the way? 12. Not bad. Second to last guy, Quandre Monk. That's a cool name. So 1 vote for Quandre Monk. If I were to choose, I'm kind of feeling that Jawara Copeland name. Jawara. Where are you? Cheek is a legend. Raheem Cheek. Might just have to draft him so we can clap some cheeks. So you got 1 vote for Cheek, 1 vote for Monk. I spelled Quandre Monk wrong. Well, I was not the one who made Quandre Monk. So how can I spell it if I wasn't the one who made him? That's how you spell it. That's how you spell Quandre Diggs' name. Raheem Cheek from Cal. I'm kind of feeling Raheem Cheek. And we could use extra safety. You were talking to... Oh, I see. Because he called Cheek a legend. Okay. I think we're going to go for him Cheek. I think that's going to be the pick. We can always sign Quandre Monk in the undrafted free agents. He is a 57. I was not expecting much better, to be honest, so I'm not going to complain. And that'll do it for our draft class. Okay. So, I was definitely not expecting to pick a wide receiver in the first round, I'll tell you that. But I think the draft went pretty well. And we added Ed Oliver. I drafted Owen. You can't get too bad. So, final look at our class. Round 1. Lawrence Parnell, wide receiver from Louisville, 75 with hidden. Round 2. Mike Renwick, 74 with hidden. He'll be competing to be one of the main edge rushers. Raymond Person, Le'Veon Worrell, Jaquavius Highsmith, 74 with hidden. Owen Jackson, 73 with Superstar X Factor. I gave him X Factor, obviously. Forrest Jones and Raheem Cheek. This draft does get an A. I'm happy with it. Even though we didn't get the defensive lineman that I wanted in the first round, I'm happy with it. So pick number 1 was Devon Dobbins. He is a 76 with hidden. Who is the number 1 overall player in the class? That honor goes to running back Jerome Massey, who is a second-round pick. Flake Claiborne went number 2. Who is the best player to not have a hidden development trait? Roosevelt Smith, 74 hidden. William McKee, 73 hidden. Niles Moore, 76 hidden. Zach Bussey, 75 hidden. Brian Barty, 73 hidden. DJ Kyle, 74 hidden. Hudson Kemp, 75 hidden. Clifford Hutchins, 75 hidden. Aaron Denman, 76 hidden. Amari Wayne, 75 hidden. Jawan Montgomery, 74 with hidden. Rocco Burnett, 70. There we go, Rocco Burnett. Also, there's Neville Miller. We wanted him. And then, what development trait did Melvin Harris have? Hidden. We're not going to look at our players' depth traits. I just want to see what Harris had. He had Superstar, so we lost out on a really good player. Hopefully our wide receiver, Lawrence Parnell, does not turn out too much worse. So I guess that'll do it for... Who is the fastest player in the draft, by the way? Lawrence Parnell, you gotta love it. Alrighty. So this team looks almost exactly the same on offense, other than wide receiver, with Lawrence Parnell replacing Bonner Sanders. But defensively, a lot has changed. Ed Oliver is now on the team. 2 hidden development trait edge rushers. Owen Jackson also on the team. So, what does that exactly mean? Well, we'll probably have a battle between these two for the final edge rusher spot. They'll both get playing time this year, though. I kind of want to play them both over Jerry Tillery, if we're being honest. So we could always look to move a guy like Flowers inside, but we have a lot of 3 defensive tackle sets most of the time, so I don't really think I want to do that. Why don't I get an A+? I just need a left end. Well, someone's going to move to left end. Austin Bryant's not going to start there. Austin Bryant will not be the left end. These two can both play left end, and then so can Shaquem Griffin. So we'll just make official position changes once we know what we want to do. Even though it doesn't say very left end, I'm sure they'll be pretty much the same rating. So I would say that was a win. Got an upgrade point for Benji Cash. Alright, I kind of want to look at undrafted free agents. I also want to look at running back. See if we can get David Johnson. When is week 1 of OFL? That will be tomorrow, and I'll probably stream it. Yeah, because I don't have a basketball game tomorrow, so I'll be able to stream before the playoff games. Fudge. We're going to have to trade for a running back. I don't want to sign a 75. We're going to have to trade for like a 4th round pick for someone. Who did David Johnson get picked up by? That's annoying. So I'm probably looking for a guy near like an 80. Johnson is going back to the Cardinals. Okay. So he wants to be a back. Oh, well, he would have been a backup with us, so that doesn't really change a whole lot. Jamar, he's in division though, so no Jamar Golden. What about Bryce Love? I want someone with some power though. I want a really well-rounded back. Miles Sanders, maybe? Okay, a little bit better. Miles Sanders is a face scan? I didn't know that. Well, I kind of want to get him now. Who else has new face scans? Devin Singletary does. Deontay Foreman already did. I don't know about these face scans. Hold on. Hold on a minute. Who else has one? Damian Harris isn't really as exciting, but does he have one? I did not know all these players had face scans. I thought in the patch, the only one they gave one to was Jay Ajayi. Well, let me look at the patch again. But I think if we want to trade for someone, it's probably going to be Miles Sanders. Madden patch face scans. When did they get face scans? I signed Miles Sanders for OFL. I don't remember him having a face when I signed him. And Madden just came out with the patch yesterday. But it said the only player who got a face scan was Jay Ajayi. No, that was one from December. Face scans January 9th. Alrighty, let's see here. Is this the right one? Yeah, the only one on the website says JJ. Well, I'm not going to complain. What is Kent Fields and Luis Salazar's development traits? Okay, I'm sorry I didn't see that. I'll check that now. They're probably the youngest quarterbacks. Alright, Luis Salazar has hidden, and he will be the day one starter for the Minnesota Vikings. Speaking of, I have to check our schedule, and if our schedule is similar to the past couple seasons, we'll be seeing Luis Salazar quite early. As he has Superstar X Factor. So a new Superstar X Factor quarterback has entered our division. How about Kent Fields? He also has hidden. Pretty sure all the user players have hidden. Kent has Superstar. Okay, so they're both quite good. We will play Fields probably never in the series unless we face him in the Super Bowl. Week 1 is against the Dolphins. We start the year against Noah Curry. That's sick. That's a great Week 1 game. Dolphins, Patriots, Giants, Packers. Thursday night against Washington. Vikings, so there's Luis Salazar. Sunday night against the Vikings. Sunday night against the Bears. Monday night against the Rams. Bye week, Week 9. I love it. Panthers Sunday night. Cowboys Sunday night. Bills for Thanksgiving. Vikings, Packers Thursday night. Bears, Jets Monday night. And then Week 17 is against the Eagles. That's a fun schedule. That is a fun schedule. Lions do the unthinkable. We've traded Ezekiel Ansah before. He's not a lock for Canton. What? All right, what do I want to do? Miles Sanders. That's right. It probably won't be more than like a 4th rounder. And we need to change a pick back pretty desperately. I guess we got all the primetime games because we're an exciting team. Coming off a 12-4 season with a young quarterback. Yeah, they're more than willing to trade Miles Sanders away. Let's try a 5th first. Okay, this might be a little bit harder than I thought. Alright, alright. So we can probably give up a scrub like Davion McDowell. Okay, getting closer. How about one of our wide receivers who we don't want? I kind of like having Travis Fulgham. Let's see if they want St. Louis. No. Or is there a bad defensive tackle they want? PJ Johnson, Armin Bowie. You want PJ? No. Left outside, I think our only one's Renwick. So that's a no. Right outside, no. Got 49ers, but you can see Vikings winning. I agree with that. I think the Niners will win. I wouldn't be surprised if the Vikings win, however. As long as the Packers lose tomorrow, though, I'm a happy camper. How about Austin Bryant? You want him? You know you do, Eagles. And the trade is accepted, so a 4th rounder in Austin Bryant has been traded for Miles Sanders. And he will be our change of pace running back. Alright, so I don't think I have time to stream a preseason game today. Maybe we try to stream one during the week, though? If not, I'll play a few. So I think for right now, who is bigger? That's who will move to left end out of these two. I guess Jaquavius Highsmith. So he will be listed at left end. Alright, let's actually take a look at these jersey numbers, though, before we finish off today's stream a doodle. Mainly for the rookies and the new free agents. Outside of that, I could care less, because they're all the same. So Harrison Smith's the only big free agent. He wears 22 in real life. 38 looks weird on Harrison Smith. At least I'm pretty sure he wears 22. I'm not the best with jersey numbers. I assume 22 is gone, yeah. 28. That feels like a running back number, though. 34. I can dig 34. 35. Let's go 34. Alright, let's look at rookies. Lawrence, I kind of want a number in the teens. Like, 16 is a weird one, though, for a wide receiver. I don't know about 16. What are the other options? 14, 12, 17, 18. And in the 80s, we got 80. 81 is not an option. 82, 83, 85, 86, 80. A lot of numbers in the 80s, clearly. We could go with like 80. Because all of our receivers are in the teens, so we need like one guy who has an 80s, and it cannot be 81. I think we should go with probably 80. Alright, does anyone wear 52? Owen Jackson is perfect. Okay, he needs to be 52. Renwick, 53. I'm cool with that. And then I think Highsmith was like 57. What about Oliver? 91, that's perfect. Alrighty, I'm happy with this. So all I want to do is I want to sign a kicker to compete with Matt Prater. And that's it. I want to sign someone at least who's half young. I also want to go... actually, let's sort by kick power. It's Cody Parkey. We don't want Cody Parkey. Jeez, these guys are not good whatsoever. We'll go with Buck Donnelly, a rookie from Alabama. Owen Jackson, I'm pretty sure was 52. You might be right, though. Let me double check. Owen Jackson wears number 52. Okay, good. We should sign Cody Parkey for the Bears preseason game, though, I'll tell you that. Yeah, week 3. That's probably our Cody Parkey game. But I don't think we need to do anything else. I'm pretty happy with the way the team looks. As we advance to season number 4, our rating got worse. But that's fine. On offense, Lawrence Parnell, first rounder. And we've also added Miles Sanders, and that's literally all we did on offense. Oh, and we traded Bonner Sanders. So Freddie Bonner Sanders, his hidden woman self, will be out the door. And we have 6 X Factors on our offense. Maybe 7 if we somehow get lucky with Parnell. Defensively, Harrison Smith, Mike Renwick, Ed Oliver, Jaquavius Highsmith, are now all members of the team, and Owen Jackson, of course. Of course, Owen Jackson. What are the Rush defensive linemen looking like right now? Honestly, I'm perfectly cool with this for now. We'll see out of Highsmith and Renwick who's better, and maybe who's worse in coverage. Renwick is good in coverage. And Highsmith is listed at end. So let's check how good he is in coverage. He is... Oh, shoot. Oh, well, I did not mean to do that. But I guess our friend Jaquavius Highsmith has Superstar. Well, now we know the answer to that one. He is a 65, so Renwick is definitely better in coverage. Hello, Alex, and hello, Ched. Welcome to the stream. Hey, what time is it? Yeah, I don't have time for a preseason game. So I guess we're going to finish the stream off here. I don't think we have to do anything else. When will the Roblox/Minecraft stream be? I don't know, but it'll be soon. I want to make sure I have time, because I want it to be a launch stream. I want that one to be a good 3-4 hours. But yeah, here's a look at the squad as we finish off today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. As always, have a good one. Peace out, my friends. And, yeah. It will not be in 7 months, I promise.